This segment brought to you in association with Burger King.
And Sean Green is here now with our first look at sports. Good evening, Sean.
Well, good evening to you, Lisa. Good evening, Barbados. We're going to start with cricket news, and Dwayne Bravo snapped up 3 for 33 and took 2 outstanding catches to help his Chennai Super Kings to a comfortable 6-wicket win. And this came over the Delhi Captains today in the IPL. The Captains batted first, and they made a 147 for 6. That's somewhat modest, with Shakir Dhawan getting 51. The Super Kings then replied with 150 for 4, and that came in 19.4 overs to win by 6 wickets. In more cricket news, President of the Barbados Cricket Association, Conde Riley, has sought to clear the air regarding Barbados' support for the incumbent Dave Cameron and Emmanuel Nanton in the just concluded Cricket West Indies presidential elections. However, speaking to CBC Sports upon his arrival to Barbados from Jamaica, where Cricket West Indies elections were held, Riley said that the BCA's decision was about the development of cricket and nothing else.
Why we supported the Barbados Cricket Association, supported him, was because of the initiatives that he put in place. And as you may know, he's the president of Kensington Cricket Club in Jamaica. So he will continue to serve in that capacity, as he said yesterday, and continue to work in the interest of West Indies cricket. You know, the presidency was not his forever, and the whole process was very democratic. And at the end of the day, everybody ended it. It was very cordial. And as I said, we had breakfast together yesterday. We traveled on the same bus to the airport. And everything was quite amicable, and everybody pledged to work in the interest of West Indies cricket. As I said to President Scarrett, he can rely on Barbados and myself to support all the initiatives. Actually, I hope that this whole thing settles down very quickly, because we are at a very delicate stage in terms of some negotiations that we are into, and I don't want anything to disrupt it, because these things are integral in terms of how we go forward for the rest of this year and next year. So that's where we are.
Well, Riley added that the BCA will be extending another invitation to Mr. Scarrett to address its membership.
We wrote to Mr. Scarrett and invited him when we found out that he had a seconder. But then he said, you know, because we had voted before, he turned that down. But I'm sure that our Member Services Committee will invite him again to come and address our members on whatever topic he wants to speak about. And as I said, you know, this is not about individuals. This is about West Indies cricket. And I hope that all of the talk dies down and let's get back to work. We have some very delicate negotiations going on now, and I don't want anything to disrupt that, because we need to get these things concluded so that we can continue to run all the programs across the region. So I just hope that people bear that in mind, that it's not that, you know, Mr. Cameron is gone and Mr. Scarrett is coming. The things that are ongoing that we have pledged to continue to work toward, because it is extremely important in terms of the viability of Cricket West Indies.
And as promised, we'll hit the track, because St. Giles stamped their authority as the champion of champions in the girls, while Bailey cemented themselves as the champions in the boys, when the final showdown for knapsack was contested today at the Usain Bolt Sports Complex. Now, the champion of champions meet features schools who've won their various zonal meets, with St. Albans and West Terrace, that is, opting out of today's meet. However, St. Giles, who were the overall knapsack champions, while they amassed 324 points ahead of Good Shepherd in second with 258, All Saints were third with 252, and the St. Catherine's 173. Meanwhile, Baileys, who are the boys champions of knapsack, well, today they came away with another win with 344 points ahead of All Saints with 267. St. George Primary in there for third, 229, and Elliott Belgrave 164. And here's a look at some of the sprints with CBC's Anne-Marie Burke.
The stands were not as packed as last week, but the champions were really showing their worth on the track. And here come the twin towers from St. Giles, Tia and Tania Applewhite. Tia on the outside off the turn first, her sister in hot pursuit. It was a sure 1-2 for the queens from St. Giles, with Tia getting home ahead of Tania, with St. Catherine's Kaishan Smith in third. Oh, these are the 200s, and here come the under 13 boys, and we know this athlete all too well. Jamaria Map of Elliott Belgrave showing them who is boss, a class above the rest. Easing home ahead of Amari Hathaway Light of Bailey's, and St. George Primary's Jamani Mallet dips in for third. Let's change gears as we go into the fast lane, the 100s on the 9 girls. Oops, a little tumble for All Saints, Aaliyah Redmond, but that was no distraction for Good Shepherd's Kenya Ashton, who held off St. Giles' pair of Rajada Hines and Delia Hope. Shea Thorne may have claimed silver last week, but the goal was his this time around. On the inside with seats are moving. Watch the orange of Bailey's goal, striking goal ahead of St. George, DeQuante Austin, and All Saints Darian Griffith. On the 11 girls, another tumble, but all the running was out in lane number 2. Good Shepherd's Relaya Ellis Nurse. Talk about slamming the field. St. Giles again captured silver and bronze thanks to Kyra Bedford and Chenley Sinclair. It's the Champion of Champions event, and here's one of the true champions of knapsack. Zachary Wall of St. George Primary in full flight and making it look so easy. Undisputed boss of the under-11s in second, All Saint Shamario Roach, with Wall's teammate Javonte Salmon claiming third. The twins were back again. This time it was a 100-meter battle, and Tia was on the inside this time, coming through to cement herself as the faster of the Applewhite twins. Tania second, and St. Catherine's Kaishan Smith again securing bronze. That's the last you'll see of these girls at this level. Napsa also bid farewell to Jamaria Mappin the right way. He demolished the field in the under-13 boys 100 meters, taking command from beginning to end. A fast finishing Amari Hathaway Light claimed second for Bailey's, with All Saints Caden Dorish Roach in third. Now that's a wrap on primary school sports for 2019. Anne-Marie Burke, CBC Sports.
Well, the joint victories Ludori were Tia Applewhite of St. Giles and Tia Maria Orford of Good Shepherd, both with 30 points. The Victor Ludorum title was also shared between Shea Thorne of Bailey's Primary and St. George's Zachary Wall, who also had 30 points.